Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about something that I've been seeing a lot on social media, and then I came across a news article that really fit in with that, so I figured we could bring the two topics together. Now, if you've been on social media, there's been, in the recent months, weeks, I don't even know, there's been a lot of talk about people talking about their high school bullies and how it scares them that a lot of, especially women high school bullies, ended up being nurses, and the concept scared them, right? And I hadn't really thought of this to a deeper extent until I found out that someone that I knew when I was younger, who was, I don't want to use any big term because I'm obviously not a doctor, but they did show very narcissistic, sociopathic traits. Like, they did very cruel things, including almost like framing other people for things that they did and getting other people in trouble. And most of the time it had larger consequences. It wasn't just like someone snitching on their brother and then getting in trouble with their mom. It was usually things that actually would make people lose friendships, would make people get into like significant academic trouble. So I found out that they're now in the field of psychology and interact with people, which I was like, yikes, I hope this person has changed since when I know them, because otherwise that is very alarming. So I found an article that kind of relates to that, and that's not to say that bullies can't change, that people don't get better or whatever, but it still can be an alarming thought, especially if the person you knew that was a bully very recently, and now they're in that field. You also wonder, did they really change, or are they still the way that they are? Before we get into the topic though, I did want to thank today's sponsor, which is Raycon. Raycon is a company co-founded by Ray J that offers wireless earbuds in a wide range of colors along with fit options, so they're as comfortable as possible. Celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Rich the Kid are obsessed with Raycon. Not only is the sound quality fantastic, but the earbuds start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds on the market. Raycons make for a perfect holiday gift, as they can be used every day, whether you're at home, at work, or on the go. Raycon earbuds give you 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design that gives you a nice isolating fit. Raycon's being generous for the holidays, so on top of their already great prices, they're offering my viewers 20% off as a limited time offer right now, so you can save big on gift shopping. Click the link in my description or go to buyraycon.com/glare to get 20% off your Raycon purchase. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring this video. Lab owner gets prison time for faking drug tests that cost parents custody of kids. The former owner of an Alabama lab has been sentenced to 15 years in prison after admitting to falsifying drug tests, causing multiple parents to lose custody of their kids, according to a report. "I know I did wrong," Brandy Murrah, 37, told her sentencing hearing last Thursday after pleading guilty to a felony charge of perjury as well as misdemeanor counts of forgery, according to the Dothan Eagle. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this, aside from the connection I mentioned prior, there are a lot of crimes that occur, such as maybe like stealing, where, you know, I don't agree with it, but if someone's doing it to keep their family alive, you can at least understand the motivation behind it and realize that there isn't necessarily a malevolent motivation. Even if the crime is still a crime, you can at least be like, okay, I understand why that was done. Here though, it's all malevolent, because no matter which way you look at it, people's lives are being ruined. They might have gotten drugs that they shouldn't have gotten. They might have thought that they had a disease that they didn't have. You know, some people, like was written there, lost the custody of their children. So no matter what this woman was trying to do, there's no justification, there's no understanding, there's nothing that to me is like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, because this is just straight up, in my opinion, cruelty. "I've done a lot of things wrong in my life. I'm sorry for anyone I've hurt. I really did not do this intentionally to ever hurt anyone," she told Judge William Fillmore, while offering no motive for the forgeries. Some of the parents who lost custody of their children because of the bogus results from Murrah's A&J lab collections in Ozark told the court the pain Murrah's lies caused their families. I'm going to fact check this in a second, but in another article, apparently it was to save money, so she didn't have to actually send off the blood samples or whatever she had to get tested, so she would just make up and give them a fake result, so she didn't have to spend extra money. So basically, in terms of the money claim, according to the Daily Mail, which we know how they are, so take it with a grain of salt, Murrah owed money to the testing center and they were unwilling to extend her any further credit, and that's why she ended up falsifying the test results to save money in that way. I have to say as well, it's kind of laughable to say like, I've done a lot of things wrong in my life, and it's like, okay, well, that's a very mild way of apologizing for what you did here, because what she did wasn't just like a simple mistake. It's not like a mistake where you have a 10-second lack of judgment and you're like, oh crap, I made a mistake. It's like you consistently over and over and over chose to cause pain and mayhem in other people's lives to make your own life easier, or because maybe you enjoy seeing other people suffer. Who knows, since she didn't really give a motivation. Just calling it a mistake seems like such a belittling way to actually refer to people losing custody of their own children. Like, imagine me like, oops, my mistake, didn't mean to hurt anyone. It's like, what did you think was gonna happen? Giving people false results, what else is the real outcome other than pain and potentially bigger issues like custody? I don't understand. I felt like my heart was being ripped out of my chest because I knew I was doing right with this one, said Grace Locke, whose 3-month-old baby was taken away from her for 3 weeks in 2017 after her drug test results falsely showed that she was positive for methamphetamine. I don't understand why anybody would ever do that to any family, any children, for no reason, Locke said, according to the Dothan Eagle. Jennifer Severs told the court how it took her months to get her kids back after the lab claimed she'd used drugs, even though a doctor never even made the screening, the outlet said. This is a daily battle for me on who I can trust, she reportedly told the court. This is a daily battle for my children. The craziest part is that Murrah's lawyer actually wanted her to get community service or probation over prison. Like, imagine causing multiple families to lose custody with bogus claims that they were on meth, and someone being like, yeah, this person isn't a danger to society. Like, especially when you're in healthcare, you'd think that someone would realize how important and life-changing it is to get one diagnosis over another, one result over another. So I do think this person is dangerous. While she may not have like physically hurt someone herself, her actions were hurtful. And someone like that should be put behind bars. Like, that to me is psycho behavior. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree that she deserves prison time because this is dangerous behavior that is effectively dangerous to society, considering families were disrupted for these false claims? Or if you think that probation or community service make more sense, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and let's get right into the fan art.